Noble Strength, and that name is derived from the meaning of my actual name, which is Audrey. And I used to not embrace the name Audrey because I thought it was old, and not many people growing up during the time that I was born had that name. And I just thought, why do I have such an old name? Why can't I have a name like Jill or, something that's more popular? But as I've gotten older, I've come to embrace the name Audrey. And so artistically, I think this is just a great name to pin myself with. So that's why I go by Noble Strength. Well, poetry has been a big part of my life. I love expressing myself in different ways through theater, through singing, even musical instruments. I did play the clarinet at one time, and that didn't last. I tend to jump from thing to thing and not really get myself disciplined in a particular area. I also played the piano for a few years. I took lessons, I should say, for 5 years as an adult and about a year and a half as a child. So I've had a few recitals, but nothing big. But the only thing that I really did stick with as far as being disciplined is visual arts, painting, drawing, as well as poetry. I really started writing poetry when I was 19 years old. I was going through a lot at that time, trying to find myself, as most people at that age do. You tend to, transitioning from childhood to adulthood is a tremendous thing. And if you grow up in a very stable home, the transition doesn't have to be so tumultuous or anything like that, but it's still one of those things that, causes you to question everything about yourself. So, one of the ways that I, vented was through writing. I often felt at that age, why doesn't anybody like me? Am I not pretty? What's wrong with me? I've never had a boyfriend. And, I was about to go off to college. So all of these things are just swirling in my head, and that was a way for me to get them out. I've always painted and drawn, and so combining those elements are a big part of, who I am. You know, there's this big symbiosis of the music and, the visual arts and music, and it just all culminates together to create, an end result. So, yeah, I've been writing poetry since about the age of 19 just to kind of vent my feelings. The poem that I'm going to share with you today, A Better Me, was inspired when, as a high school teacher, I taught high school art for a number of years, for 9 years to be exact. And at the end of the year, they always do a senior day where, like, senior superlative night, and they give out awards, and the teachers put on a show for the seniors that are leaving. And this particular year, they asked me and another teacher to do like a rap battle, but I could have rapped it, but it came out more as a poem, and so it ended up being a kind of like hip hop style poem. And I wrote it to inspire my students. It was really me taking a look at how I've been influenced by so many things. I've been influenced by the haters, the people who hate you for no reason just because of who you are, the way you look. I mean, they don't even know you and they hate you. I've been inspired by music. I've been inspired by my students. I've been inspired by the struggles of being a teacher and having to come up with lesson plans and, to motivate those students who may be apathetic. So this poem just says how all of that comes together and how, even the artists that I read about in books have inspired me. And, to not put myself in a box, but to grow from that, to become a better person. So that's what A Better Me is about, and I hope you like it. With my paintbrush in hand, you'd think I was a newbie. But when it comes to art, people best not try to do me a favor if you're thinking that you might be all of that. Grab a paper and a pencil, and I'll show you where it's at. My talent is not rare, but I know my God put it there, moving colors on the canvas like I didn't have a care. In this world, there are doers and those that just appreciate the beauty made by artists, while others just go and try to hate. Please get yourself together before you come and step to me, 'cause I'm about the joy of life, nothing but positivity. Systematically and emphatically, my pen becomes a weapon of construction. Never underestimate my zeal for reconstruction of minds that produce boundless originality of hues and shapes and colors that only bring prosperity to those that look to see the gift in front of them, viewing visions of people and places while eating M&Ms, teaching lessons on artists that left to us their legacy, giving tests on principles and elements that mean more to me, especially those textures left ingrained in my memory, not dismissing the values of them that pushed the brush before me, just breaking the rules of design to show